Virgo, this is your reading. Hi, welcome in. I'm Venusian alchemist, an intuitive modern mystic with over a decade of experience in this game. How are you doing? How are you keeping? First and foremost, like the video, leave a comment, and consider subscribing for more messages like this. This video will apply to your sun and rising, so let me know what placement you're watching for, or if you are a cross watcher for Virgo. And with that said, we'll keep it short, simple, to the point, with nothing but clarity and truth. So let me go ahead and shuffle the major arcana to see what's happening within and around you. Of course, goes without saying, have discernment when receiving this message. Not everything will resonate, and that's okay. I am counting on you to pick out the messages that make sense and the ones that don't. Leave it for someone else to pick up. And with all the formalities out of the way, let's see. Virgo, what's happening within and around you? A few things that I was picking up on as I was channeling your energy before I pressed record. You need to eat more fruit, okay? Your body is craving fruit, okay? Red fruit, pineapple, some fruit in general. And also, someone here, you're trying to get too much done in very little time. So you're pulling all-nighters, and then you feel like you can't compensate during the day. Let's fix that as soon as possible, okay? It's sending your nervous system into haywire, and then you become unbearable to be around, okay? You irritate yourself with the way that other people feel irritated by you. So let's sort that out, please. As a Virgo rising, I'm calling myself out too, because it's past midnight that I'm filming this. So, because again, I sent my whole schedule into haywire, life happened, and this is the only time that I have to film this. So, I'm calling myself out too. I need to fix up. I need to fix up. But anyway, this isn't about me. This is about you. What's happening within and around you, Virgo? We've got the Star. I don't know why kidney failure has come through. Kidney failure? Sort that out, okay? Consult with your doctor. Get you some treatment. Spiritually speaking, you're holding on by a goddamn thread here. You're trying to hold on by a thread here. There's something you need to let go of. There's something you need to let go of. The Temperance. Archangel Gabriel's coming through. If you work with Archangel, this could be confirmation for you. Your crown chakra is overactivated as well. It's overactive. So you being in any environment feels overwhelming to you, to the point where you feel like you're glitching, you know? That's what this is telling me. If you've got strong Sagittarius or Aquarius placements in your chart, I could be talking to you as well. If you're life path 5 or 8, could be talking to you too. But let's see. What's the Star talking about here? You want to be at the center of something here. It's almost as if this is interesting. You want to prove something to your spirit team. You feel like you need to prove yourself, pass a test, something. And you're being diligent and resilient in all of the things. But let's not forget about living the human experience, okay? Because this feels like a pendulum situation. Sometimes you're too deep in your day-to-day life and obligations and responsibilities. Next thing you know, you're in your spiritual bag and you completely ignore and discard your human-like responsibilities towards yourself and the people around you. So let's try and find a fine balance here, Virgo, okay? And yeah, I mentioned kidney failure. It did show up again, so perhaps it's time for a checkup, okay, just to see how your body is doing. Because someone needs to go under some sort of treatment here regarding to their kidneys, is what it's telling me. Let's have a look. Talk to me about the Star card, please. 999 is significant here. I cannot make this up. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and 9 of Wands. Excuse me. You're extremely impatient about achieving something here. Independence, self-sufficiency. You're becoming incredibly impatient. Like I said, you're trying to achieve something here, and it almost feels as if you're rushing. But Spirit is here to tell you it's already yours. You just need to allow for your physical body and your mind and your environment and the people that are part of this as well to catch up. It's frustrating for you because you see the vision, you know how to implement this thing to make it happen quicker. However, some things are outside of your control. This is for self-preservation, okay? This is for self-preservation. Something about September could be significant for someone here. The 9th of September, between the 9th and the 12th of September. Let's dive in a bit deeper. Why is the 9 of Pentacles here? Someone will come into surprise money, okay? You may come into some sort of surprise money. Or a gift, okay? This could be a gift from Spirit. Could be the motivation to celebrate something. Or the physical rest that you need. Maybe around September time you will have the luxury of maybe taking some time off so you can shift the focus back onto yourself. Could be something like this. Let's see. Why is the 9 of Pentacles here, Spirit? Why these two flipped? 10 of Pentacles and Knight of Cups. Two situations here. There's something about an inheritance, okay? It might be finalized in September. Yeah, around September. First 2 weeks of September. I'm going to be a bit more lenient with the timelines here. For some others, you are actively trying to pursue a passion project, but you're still at the very beginning stages to bring this thing into life. So perhaps looking to collaborating with someone, reaching out to a company to get some sort of sponsorship or something. Something about a pitch. You need to pitch something here. Doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be real, Virgo. Okay? It just needs to feel real. It needs to be honest. It needs to come from your heart center. Okay? For some others, there's an apology coming through. Could be from a past romantic counterpart. Okay, I do see that here. But you're not interested in the apology because it's like, well, you don't have to say you're sorry, just don't do it. And it looks like this person exhibited repeated behaviors, and you are extremely good at picking up on pattern recognition, and you become immune to their emotional games, their childish games. The apology, the flowers, the I'm sorry text, the long paragraphs written at 3 a.m. Like you're tired of that. They're trying to pull at your heartstrings to make it seem like it's real, but really and truly you're giving them the side eye. So it's kind of like, whatever. Next. That's what I see for a lot of you here, actually. But yeah, the energy of impatience, restlessness is too strong. It's too strong. So let time catch up with you, is what I want to tell you, Virgo. Let time catch up with you. You can be meticulous, you can be detailed, you can put things in place, backup plans, the whole thing. But then we just need to let time pass for things to manifest themselves, whatever this is. For a lot of you, this could be to attain something in the material. So a money, an asset, something like this. So for example, if you're learning to drive, right? You're brand new. You need to learn everything from level 1 to level 4 until you become an expert and feel confident enough to drive on these streets on your own. You need to be a rookie. You need to learn every single thing. And it can be frustrating because sometimes you feel like, okay, I've got this part and I've got this. I'm ready to move on to the next thing. But in order for you to be a safe driver, once you pass your test and become independent, you need to learn all these little things and you need to practice for longer. So although I understand your frustration here, because it's kind of like, well, I've already got this, I feel like they're stalling me. Maybe there's something that you're not realizing here. So listen to your instructor. I don't know. That's just an example. Could be for anything here. You need to allow time to catch up, because whatever this is, it's destined for you anyway. You will attain this. Maybe not by September, as you would have perhaps hoped for. If this was something to do with career, a personal goal that you've set yourself out to achieve, because this feels like it's something tangible here, something that can improve your life. Just need to let time kind of catch up with this thing, because there's other people that are influencing this as well, and it's not completely in your control. But you will get there when the time is right. For some, it's September, okay? For some others, it could be 9 months from now, whenever you're watching this video, whether you're watching at the time of release or later on. 1-1 on my timer, as I said that. Don't try and rush whatever this is, Virgo, okay? Whether this is your healing journey, whether spiritual or otherwise, you just gotta let it flow. As frustrating as it is, you need to allow time to do its thing, okay? You need to allow time to do its thing. 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This could be a romantic connection that we're talking about here. So remember I mentioned something about someone from the past coming back, wanting to apologize, this, that, and the other. It could have been about 9 months since you two were in no contact, right? Yeah, 4 of Swords at the bottom of the deck as well. This is Jupiter in Libra energy. If you have Jupiter in Libra, I could be talking to you. Doesn't necessarily have to be. Or you could be dealing with a Libra. Again, doesn't have to be, but it showed up, so I'm giving as many pointers as I can to see if this is for you. So as I was saying, remember the apology that's coming through from someone of romantic interest or someone that you had a romantic bond with in the past, and you feel like, well, this is redundant now, and it annoys you and it triggers you. But also, you already know this. Healing is not linear. Just because you feel triggered now by their actions, inadequacies, behaviors showing up again, doesn't mean you've gone 10 steps back. It's just showing you, okay, here's the trigger. How are we going to deal with it this time around? With all the knowledge and the healing work and everything that we've learned so far, how are we going to work around this? Are we going to release? Are we going to allow for the emotions to flow through us? Are we going to integrate them? Are we going to reject them? What are we going to do this time around, Virgo? How are we dealing with this trigger now? Okay, this is deeply personal for someone here. For others, it's a romantic connection. For some others, it's talking about rejection. Maybe you were rejected, romantically speaking, or out of your dream job, something like this. It's a redirection, Virgo. Think of it as redirection, okay? Delays are not always a bad thing. Redirection is not always a bad thing, okay? And while your human brain may find it frustrating, trust your spirit team. They know best. They can see things that you can't. They can understand things that maybe you're yet to understand, okay? Let's see. Anything else for Virgo here? Someone's going to travel for business soon. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Yeah, I was just channeling further what I was hearing, and someone's going to travel for business purposes soon, and this will be the catalyst that you needed to make your brand more visible. Okay. You're the face of your brand here. Your face is your brand. Your image is your brand here, whoever I'm talking to. And whenever this business trip takes place, okay, I'm getting October for a timeline, if I had to give you one, but again, adapted to your reality. This business trip not only will expose you to a lot of investors and clients and expand certain things about your business that you could refine further, okay, but it will also put you at the front of something here. You could be put in front of your rewind. Through this business trip, you could be put in front of your direct competitors, so learn from them so that you can beat them, okay? Also, for some others, I do see a woman supporting you through this time of grief, okay? I do see a divine feminine here. She could be a Leo, doesn't necessarily have to be. She could be a Leo moon, actually. She's here to support you and she's protective of you. This could be someone in the 3D or someone from your spirit team, okay? One of your guides, or perhaps a woman that's passed on that you deeply trust, a mother, an aunt, a sibling, a child, okay? Something like this. They're coming in to support you. Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck, talking about the physical exhaustion that I did pick upon earlier. Please try your best to look after your physical body, and everything else will eventually catch up, Virgo, okay? Is what Spirit keeps wanting me to tell you. Anything else for Virgo here? Don't push yourself so hard to the point of exhaustion, because then you're not good for yourself or anybody else. King of Wands with the Knight of Swords. Someone decided to go no contact with you. Their ego and pride blinded them. Let it be. Leave it to Spirit to deal with it. They're gonna reap their karma anyway. Because this King of Wands energy that's coming through, it feels like a toxic masculine, okay? Again, flip the roles where they fit in your personal life, in your situation. But to me, especially paired with the Knight of Swords, this feels like toxic masculinity, red pill, worshipper, that type of energy, okay? Spirit is removing them from your life so you can find yourself again. So you can find yourself again and focus on what's important, which for a lot of you, I see it's financial independence. For some others, it's self-esteem. For a few others here, could be overcoming this grief, okay? The grief of, you know, letting go of this person, or the regret that you feel for having entertained this person romantically, okay? The regret, the embarrassment, the how did I even allow for this person to be part of my life once? You live and learn. Listen, we all make mistakes. That's part of the human experience, okay? You did what you could with the knowledge that you had at the time that you did, okay? So keep telling yourself these things until you believe them, because they are the truth, and the truth doesn't change, Virgo, okay? But at the same time, with this toxic masculine, Spirit has removed them from your orbit, but they are still checking for your moves online, okay? So they're checking your socials, they're using burner accounts, they could be calling you on private, just to see if they trigger something in you to destabilize your nervous system here. Also, this toxic masculine could be weaponizing the child. Could be using the child, if you have children with this person, they could be using the child as a weapon to get to you, to hurt you more, to make you look like the crazy one, okay? There's something like that here. Let your spirit team take care of it, Virgo. Don't do something irrational and stupid that's going to potentially, you know, have you face law enforcement, you know. Let your spirit team take care of it. Like I said, they are seeing things that you cannot see. 5 of Swords is here, and the 6 of Swords flipped as well. You need to change your mindset when it comes to this particular situation in here that we're talking about. For some, it's romantic. For others, it's deeply personal. For others, it's health. For others, it's career. Okay? You need to change your mindset. It's not a defeat. It's redirection. It's redirection. It's not defeat. If anything, you've come out wiser out of this situation. Okay? Number 6 is significant here for someone. Give me one more, please, Spirit. For some others, I do see you relocating completely. Could be buying a house outside the city or moving countries, actually. This is geographical distance. You could be contemplating moving countries, so that's cool. Yeah. But physically, you're burning out and you're impatient. Mentally, your mental health is on the floor, so please look after it, okay? We all go through these phases, but if your mental health isn't being looked after properly, your body will crash and burn, so please look after it, okay? There's no shame in it. Look after your mental health. Virgo, you're a cerebral sign. You're ruled by Mercury, so your mind does move at 100 miles an hour. You are the sign that has 200 tabs open in your brain. You're trying to do everything at once. Maybe it's time for you to delegate some things and close some tabs because they are no longer useful in your mind. Tabs, people, situations, mindsets, behaviors. Okay? Let's do a massive clear out, starting with your mental. Let your body catch up, and then your physical environment as well. You know, declutter, shift some things around, feng shui as well, if you're into that type of stuff. If not, research it. Because you've got big things coming in for you. I see financial independence. I see money coming in. I see you overcoming this grief as well in time. Okay, I do see someone supporting you here, whether that's in spirit or in the physical. Your spirit team is backing you here, okay? Archangel Gabriel's here, sending you healing in whatever way that you need it at the moment. And the last thing, Virgo, I think I mentioned your crown chakra is overactive. Let's close it out a little bit. Maybe take a break from spiritual practices, just so you can ground yourself in the 3D, you know, take care of your environment, your body, your people. It's okay to disconnect sometimes from the spiritual realm because you're already cerebral, right? Everything's already happening here too much. This is how you naturally are, and that's totally fair. But take that sense of practicality of yours into your personal life. It's okay to be selfish. You know this, but if you don't, I'm here to tell you, it's okay to be selfish. It's okay for you to look after yourself. It's totally fine. And then you can resume your spiritual practices. You know, if you're a healer yourself, it might be wise for you to take a little bit of a time out, maybe from, you know, having clients or providing services here. Because you're depleting yourself. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to take a break, Virgo. Spirit's taking care of you financially, emotionally, and physically. Okay? Let me get one more. I feel the need to get one more for you. See if there's anything else. The 7 of Cups is here. It did peek out at the bottom of the deck, so subconsciously you feel like you're being emotionally manipulated. Okay? And then we've got the 3 of Wands and the 2 of Wands here. Some of you want to reconnect with a sibling. Some others, you want to confront a family member here, just to kind of get things over and done with. However, it is a lost battle, Virgo. Be the bigger person and let it die out, is what I feel I want to tell you. Confronting this person could be this toxic masculine, doesn't necessarily have to be. It's redundant. It's redundant. Life will show them. Their karma will catch up to them. You don't need to do anything. Take care of your emotional and your mental. Okay? so you can go back to reaping the fruits of your labor. Okay, and with that said, that concludes your video for today, Virgo. Thank you so much for spending your time here with me. Let me know how it resonated. Before you leave, like the video, drop a comment, consider subscribing, and if you want to learn more about me, what I do, my services, and all the rest of it, check the link in the description below. Everything is on there. Today, actually, I dropped 2 blog posts. They're super interesting topics, so go ahead and check them out too. And until next time, stay immensely blessed.